Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Ghost of Tsushima Legends class build tutorial. So today I'm going to show you guys what I call the Eye Hunter build, and in this video I'll show you exactly what kind of gears and techniques you need to make this build, and there will also be gameplay to showcase exactly what makes it so good. So the Hunter class is the most effective long range class in the game. So you would think its purpose really is to deal damage from afar and stay away from fights, but no, not our Eye Hunter build. With this build, I will show you that you can do much more than just shooting arrows from a distance and staying safe. This Eye Hunter build can actually get into an enemy's face and fight up close, and at the same time also do crowd control. Like, this build gives you the potential to mix in long and close range combat, and that leads to high resolve gain. So the goal is to burn, kill fast, crowd control, and because of the high resolve gain, spam ultimate ability again and again and again like this.
Ghost attacked with brutal speed.
So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe for more Ghost of Tsushima tutorials all year. Also, you can click on the card above or the link in the description below to see my all Ghost of Tsushima tutorials playlist to catch up on previous videos I have made and also to see more future ones. So the biggest positive of this build is the ability to spam your ultimate very consistently. Now obviously you're gonna think, if I do that I'm gonna run out of resolve, but that's actually okay because there is a way to gain back resolve from perfect class and gear and technique synergy. So what you need is, you're gonna need to get a smoke bomb, and you're gonna have to modify to reroll until you get the perk Sudden Resolve, which allows you to gain one resolve back, the first resolve back when you use the bomb. So when you use the bomb, you can see I already gained back the resolve, but at the same time, it allows me to assassinate. So this goes great with the technique Scent of Blood, which you can get at rank 7. So when you combine the two together, you get the resolve back, you get the assassination, now it gives you that buff where you're gonna have 100% draw speed and reload speed for 30 seconds. And because of this buff, you want to equip the short bow. You do just that, you're going to gain resolve back, assassinate someone, and at the same time just lay out arrows constantly. So to further complement this setup, you're also going to get the class ability Staggering Arrow, which allows you to stun enemies in a small area, multiple enemies. So with this intact, you're definitely on your own, but you can also now crowd control, as you see me do that, to help the team, as I stun multiple enemies to allow my teammates to just feast on the rest of the mob, and I can also do a lot of damage myself, and at the same time gain back a lot of resolve through melee strikes. Like, this class ability to stun can really allow my melee heavy teammates to shine, because I can stun a whole group around them and then I can stay in a distance and just headshot everybody else. So the next perk you also want to get is the status damage perk, which gives you the status effects increased by 25%, goes great with fire arrows. Also make sure you get pinpoint, so if you don't get a headshot and you shoot someone in the body, you get a 50% chance to deal a headshot damage anyways. Now in terms of the gears specifically, for the sword, you definitely want a water katana, and make sure you have perks that gives you melee resolve gain. You're not really doing sword fighting to kill someone, but if you have the water katana, at least you can deal with shield enemies, and the surging strikes puts you in a good combo. But the key is the melee resolve gain off the hits from the surging strikes, which allows you to spam, your ultimate. In terms of the arrows, make sure you get, or the bow, get a half bow that has a draw speed and headshot damage increase, which goes great after your stuns or your assassination and smoke bomb stuns. And then for the utility charm, make sure you get something that buffs your ultimate damage and also gives you ability cooldown reduction, and something that also gives you back health when you're out of combat, because you don't need a lot of healing, but that will give you enough health to stay in the fight. And obviously for the Ghost Weapon 1, get something that is a crowd control, so like a sticky bomb that has a fire element. Make sure it has some sort of fire element. That will go well with your status buff that you get from the techniques. And obviously, as I went through it, make sure you get a smoke bomb with Sudden Resolve. That's gonna make everything go great. So with everything put together like this build can go 1 versus 10. So I'm doing a survival mode mission here, and my teammates are elsewhere, so I pretty much have to defend this point on my own against 10 plus enemies. And you can see I'm using all of the tools of the build and the perks of the build to maximize what I gotta do, right? Like, I can't really heal an enemy 1v1 with the surging strike, but what it does do is I can gain back a lot of resolve, and when I do that, I can stun, and then I can go back to work, make sure I get my free resolve, and once I do that, I can spam my ultimate ability in a time I see fit, which is right now. Perfect timing. Bang! That's me versus 10 guys. My teammates got here eventually, but I took care of all that myself. And you can see here again, I'm taking on another point. Once again, myself against many enemies. So initially, when you think about a hunter build, you don't really see that. And that was a body shot that became a headshot damage, so that's excellent. Also great. Don't have a lot of time to aim because the half bow, I want to shoot fast. And you can see I'm just doing a lot of crowd control with fire, which has damage buff or status buff. And then all of the surging strikes coming from the water katana gives me the free resolve, and I can go right back, go back to stun. Obviously, after the stuns, I can also go for body shots or headshots with the bow. But you know, sometimes if it's a space out like this, I wouldn't conserve my ammo. But you can see that was me versus another 10 guys on my own survival mode. This is silver level, and I'm under level a little bit here, and you can see I can deal with everybody by myself just fine. I didn't even need to use the ultimate ability, even though I could have. And health is not really an issue because I gain health back outside of combat, right? So just make sure to get the sudden resolve. That's key. So if you can't get an item, make sure you go to modifications from your gear screen and just literally modify a smoke bomb until you get sudden resolve. Because without sudden resolve, this build doesn't really work. Because what sudden resolve really does is if you use the ultimate and then you do a smoke bomb, you gain the resolve back right away, and you get the assassination buff for Scent of Blood. So it goes so well with after ultimate, you still can go on a huge killing streak because of all the buffs that comes with the sudden resolve and the assassination. So once again, if you guys feel like playing with me, just add my PSN as you can see right there so we can play together. This is a gameplay that I had when I was using my hunter build, and I was playing with someone that was actually very good. So we ended up doing the harder version of the map, I think, where you're kind of linked together, and I had very good synergy with Mr. what's his name? Mr. King Sin. He was an excellent teammate. He was the samurai class, so hunter and samurai working together like this is very deadly. Like I had a lot of fun doing this. So if you guys want to play with me, we can even get on Discord. Because I don't think you can do voice chat in this game. Right? I mean, if you join a party, you could. I guess we can all do a PlayStation party. I prefer Discord. But anyways, I don't think I can get on a party or get on Discord over random in this game unless I add them or something. So it will be a lot better to add you guys. Especially, I think the 2v2 missions, you don't really need, I guess, audio or like communication that well. But like if we're doing survival mission, especially later in the game, that's when I really want to play with all of you guys too. Like when, you know, we get our classes buffed up and we get to the nightmare stories and the raids, I think in those instances, better communication and just organization will be a lot better, so we can, you know, all get the best skiers as possible. But me and Mr. The King here worked out excellently, so I look forward to doing these with many of you. Just add me on PlayStation, and when I hop on, I'll let you guys know, because I am a professional 2K League coach, so I can't play Ghost of Tsushima all the time, and I also have a channel to run for, you know, 2K stuff. But I mean, once I get leveled up and I want to do the harder nightmare survival missions with all of you guys, especially my subscribers, I would love to play with you all. So hopefully you enjoy this hunter build class. I really enjoy it. So as always, thanks for coming by, and I hope to speak to you guys again very soon.